Because one of the biggest issues that we have seen is how slow the rollout has been in many states when it comes to actually getting the shots into people's arms. But it's not going terribly everywhere. Earlier today, HHS Secretary Azar praised 2 states for their efforts.
Leaders in some states have forged ahead with steps like this in very diverse settings and demonstrated real success. I'll just mention a couple, like Governor Lamont in Connecticut and Governor Justice in West Virginia.
Well, with us now is one of those states is Dr. Clay Marsh, West Virginia's COVID-19 czar and vice president of West Virginia University. Dr. Clay Marsh, thank you very much for joining us. You know, your state, and I mean this with respect because I'm from Winchester, Virginia. I'm right there. I mean, I hit a 3-iron into West Virginia. It is relatively small geographically, but it also has a lot of independent pharmacies. The mom and pops that used to be everywhere still exist in places, you know, like Morgantown and Berkeley, West Virginia, and others. How much has that been able to help you streamline this important process?
Well, thank you, Brian. And we certainly are very proud of the fact that we have been able to immunize over 85% of our citizens with the first doses that we've received from Operation Warp Speed. So certainly as we look at our supply chain to be able to handle the vaccine, we immediately targeted pharmacies and pharmacists to protect the vaccine. But also, as you point out, we have over 50% of the pharmacies in West Virginia be privately owned. So we put together a network of all of these pharmacies that reached every front door in the state of West Virginia.
And how many are left? Where do you stand with current doses? And I got to ask you this because we showed it in Louisiana on the ground. There was a story in the New York Times about New York State. Are you having to throw any away?
We absolutely are not. So we have allocated every dose that we haven't vaccinated in somebody's arm. And we have, again, 85% of the vaccines we've received for first dose we've immunized, we've put in somebody's arm. And 83% of the second doses we've received, we've put vaccine in people's arm. We also will finish our nursing home population before the end of the month. And that is really important because we know that 70% of West Virginia's deaths, 50% of West Virginia's deaths are in nursing home residents, and 77.5% of West Virginia's deaths are in folks 70 and older. So we're really targeting these populations. So we have no vaccines that are going to waste. And we have a critical mistake sort of form if we have a single dose of vaccine that's not administered in somebody's arm.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.